dumbass extended families, all Debbie Downers and negative Nancys, and there ain't no access, no way for connection, unless you mention the stolen election. The greatest generation gonna break before bending, then crumble at the notion that things might be changing. Oh, they lose their minds if ever they're questioned. What kind of a predator thinks he's a victim? Entire dumbass extended families, all Debbie Downers and negative Nancys, and oh, their whole lives they've been lived so backwards, polite to policemen but rude to their waiters. Baby boomers all starve for attention, and their lack of passion for life is upsetting, and they bust at the seams at the simplest suggestion. Good luck being black in their general direction. Polished turd, a dressed up fancy looking four-letter word. A motivated seller wants to give you his word. He ain't selling bullshit to your buffalo herd. And it ain't nothing I ain't seen before. A divorced dad and the playground lord, trying hard to ignore the looks from the earth-toned moms. Buy a pool, bring it home and fill it up with jello, and stab the side of it and slide through the tide. Be reborn through the incision, Lord, out of the side of an above ground pool, and slide into your own front yard. You've been reborn. I've always wanted to do that, but I don't think I ever had the guts. Though I've thought about it oh so much, just never set aside the time. nothing but a polished turd. I dressed up fancy looking for a little word. A motivated seller wants to give you his word. He ain't selling bullshit to you buffalo herd. That ain't nothing I ain't seen before. I divorced dad at the playground, Lord, trying hard to ignore the looks from the earth tone mommies. I'm so tired of hearing about the one celebrity in town that everybody follows around. Haircut like a butt and a bowling alley in his house. I'm so over all these homophobic pudgy bros in their tucked in pink golf shirts, with mustard cracking in the corner of their tiny mouths. Maybe I need to leave Tennessee. Hicks on fire and millionaires from slavery. Maybe I need to leave Christian singles, hot chicken condos, and humidity. Exceeded all my childhood dreams, and yet somehow I can't get by. On music alone, I've gotta sell homes to survive. And I can't seem to shake the feeling that I'm making a mistake by me sticking around. Won't someone cut the power to the party and shut me down? Maybe I need to leave Tennessee. Hicks on fire and billionaires from Airbnb. Maybe I need to leave Tennessee. Open carry, bachelorette parties and obesity. Oxycontin, pitbull puppies and humidity. giving up on not giving in. I'm throwing the towel in. I've been to the top and I've looked over the edge, and there's no going back down after this. Wait till tomorrow to make up your mind to go. Give it until the early morn to throw it all away and run. I've been alone in the dark for so long that just one little spark would blind a man and free me from having to see again. Wait till tomorrow to make up your mind to go. Give it until the early morn to throw it all away and run. So hard on myself, but I go easy on everybody else when everybody else has it all figured out. I run myself into the ground. Wait till tomorrow to make up your mind to go. Give it until the early morn to throw it all away and run. It's my lip. All you're gonna hear is my t-shirt rip and a little kid saying, "Mommy, look at that man. I'm a tea man, and I can drink more than He-Man. And I don't even need a full night's sleep, just as long as you keep it coming. And I'll be alright, living in my Sprinter, just as long as I'm parked out of a Target with a Starbucks in her. I'm the tea man, and I can drink more than England, more than the king and all his fairy merry little funny men. I'm the tea man, milk and honey and Captain Crunch, and you in the morning, you and your ever-loving tea man. And I'll be alright living in my Sprinter, just as long as I'm parked out of a Target with a Starbucks in her. And peeking round the corner, waiting for an old friend to come. And I've always got time to put another hot kettle on. I'm the tea man, I'm the tea man. Bikers get too much sun, except the places where they get none. And you can always see where their sleeves used to go. Bikers don't have no fun unless they're beating on someone or tearing ass across the grass of a country club. And don't you know what answer you get when you ask them to babysit their own child? And actors are all awful, the kind of person who gets famous for saying something someone else wrote. And lawyers have no one that they can rely on, so they find their comforts in memorizing the law and finding loopholes. And don't you know what answer you get when you ask for a minute of their time? Or what a friend they'll be when you need them to just be kind. Bikers are always exposed and yet never vulnerable. And if you jerk the wheel, you could crush the heel of the serpent breathing fire on the road. Scarlett Johansson had a great time with old Walking on the phone. They had so many complicated conversations, but one person always has to love the other one much more. And when she found greener pastures, she hung up the phone. He never saw her face, but he knew her by the tone. And it was enough to love her a lifetime long. But Scarlett, I've been told, was underwhelmed by her role. Although you only heard one side of the story told. How does it come to happen that a guy like Sweet Walking falls in love so easily with a woman never seen? No, he never got to see her, but he didn't even mind, 'cause love transcends the boundaries and the limits of the eyes. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Have you seen her? Small thing to do, and then wouldn't you know it, what does he do? He comes back 2 hours later without doing the one thing I asked him to do. I give him one little small task to ask, and then wouldn't you know it, what does he ask? 150 questions all about what he knows that he shouldn't be asking. It ain't all it's cracked up to be the boss. Sometimes I wish I could just demote myself, but it's lonely and ain't it hard at the top. I wanna go back down with all the rest. Brenda 2 15-minute breaks, and then wouldn't you know it, what does she take? An hour and a half to go out and back and just get something quick to eat. And then Gary issues don't never end. It's like playing cowards with my sister's kids. I try and I try, but I can't pretend it ain't go. It ain't all it's cracked up to be the boss. Sometimes I wish I could just demote myself, but it's lonely and ain't it hard at the top. I wanna go back down with all the rest. Candy bars, they come and go, and I know exactly which one's stolen, but I can't tackle a kid in a parking lot even though I want to. School lets out and they giggle and swarm, and they bob and weave, and I try to warn them, but nobody cares but me, and don't they know it, don't they know? It ain't all it's cracked up to be the boss. Sometimes I wish I could just demote myself, but it's lonely and ain't it hard at the top. I wanna go back down with all the rest. backpack filled with dirty clothes, scratchy throat and runny nose. 7-week run of throwaway shows. I'm only booked where no one knows me. Tulsa, Reno, Dallas, Denver. When can I afford to ever slow down? Slow down. As casual as shaking hands, we burn the candle at both of the ends. And I tried not to sleep with all of my friends, tried not to lose all of my friends. But nobody tells the singer no, how fast to go or when to slow down. Slow down. I chewed my fingers to the bone, waiting on a test result, and I gave my credit card info to the clinic over the phone. Something's missing, something's wrong. I don't like myself at all. Slow down. Slow down. I should have listened to my mom when she'd take my little arm and say, slow down. Slow